What is going on, everyone? It is Garrett, and welcome to the top 5 designs of the week number 4. Super stoked to bring this out to you guys, and I'm sorry that it's coming out on these weird days that I can't upload a consistency. Just want to let you guys know things that are going on right now. My dog's actually at the vet, just got neutered, so best of luck with them. This is why I'm recording this, and there's going to be a lot of videos coming out after this. Today was like a good free day to upload and to basically create all the videos I could. But this is going to be a really awesome week. I'm honestly super stoked on all the entries. They were all like top of the tier, like they were probably the best in the whole entire season so far. If you guys do want to submit your work, there's going to be a link in the description below. It goes to Google's form link, and you guys can basically click on that and then submit your work, your name, stuff like that. And if you guys like this way, let me know in the comment section below. If you guys want me to do it a different way, such as like via Twitter or email or something like that, of course let me know in the comment section, but I think that the Google form is usually the most easiest for everyone else. But with that being said, let's hop straight into the video. So the 5th place, we have Keegan, who did a social media design for Red Times. And I gave him a 7 out of 10 on this one. And the construction in the middle part was honestly the best in the whole entire piece. I thought that the way the font looked with the infinity sign under it, it was just a really good idea if anyone picked up on that. For stuff going on around it, I think that with the flowers and the ferns and stuff like that, if you would have put it in different places and not looked like it was just rotated and flipped, that it would have came out a lot better. I just feel like you need to create more depth of field with everything. You can't just place it on top and not blur anything in the background and stuff. The backing was pretty nice. I see that you added like signatures and like logos and stuff like that. I don't know if it's his work or it's just your work or whatever the case might be. It was a really good effect. It really, brought out the whole entire background, how it's just not plain white gradients, that it has stuff going on. And then I do want to say on the right and left hand side, those kind of curves of the black and red, I don't think those were necessarily useful. I think that if you maybe take that away and just made the ferns a little bit bigger and flowers and took away those red logos, it would have just looked a lot better just because you would have had less going on. You could really focus on the name itself. But overall, it's a really good header. Like I said, these are all amazing. You got yourself a 5th place, a 7 out of 10, and you guys can check them out on Twitter at Repsy. So the 4th place, we have David G, who did a social media design for, of course, Mixo. Mixo's always getting the nice things. A 7 out of 10 on this one, and I'm going to be repeating a lot of the scores. The reason behind this is because I don't want to just, rate them like 7.2, 7.5. I think that if it's worth a 7, it's worth a 7, and it's not like ranking guys on all your work. This is just what you submitted, and I don't want to just make you guys seem that if the same score is a 7 on the 4th and 5th place that they're worth different. I think that is just the way I put them in the overall ranking and stuff like that. It's just the way I put it. So don't feel obligated if you guys have the same score as someone else. It's just the way I have been doing it. But to get back into this, really quickly, I do want to talk about the background itself was spot on. I thought that it was really well. The particles were a little bit off. They weren't very useful. Maybe if you did a little bit more of small ones or something like that, it would look a lot better, even taking them away and all. The social media stuff and the sponsor links on the right hand side, I don't think this necessarily that black bar with the lower opacity in the background was a good idea. Maybe if you would have, kept them away from that and just had them placed on top of things, it looked a lot better, or maybe even taking them away and all. But overall, is a really good idea. I would try to keep the gradient on the Mixo logo a little bit less, maybe trying to match it on the things around it, just because it looks like the gradient is a little bit too much, and then maybe creating more of like a 3D effect on top of it. And I like how you added the Obey logo on the top hand side. That's a very creative way, just because it's not, right in front of your face, but it's still there so people can look at it and know what's going on. Overall, man, is a really sick idea. You got yourself a 4th place and a 7 out of 10. So the 3rd place, we have Jason H, who did a Twitter header. I think this is for Sino, Jordan. I really don't know. I don't know all the logos in the community. But really quickly, you got an 8 out of 10 on this one. Really nice construction of the whole entire thing. I think that the backing was the reason why I ranked this so high. It was so clean. It was so well done. There isn't a lot of links going on around everything. This is just mainly focusing on the logo itself and having everything going on around it in the background basically speak for itself. It's very clean. I love the way it actually looks. To talk a little bit more of things you could have changed maybe is the logo itself. That kind of really dark gradient wasn't that best of an idea. Maybe if you would have kept it the same blues in the background and not having this really dark, strong accent, it would have looked a little bit better. The 3D effect you did on the whole entire thing was spot on. Like I've been saying in the previous one, the 3D effects on the logo on these kind of headers really bring out everything else. So really try to focus on adding that kind of stuff inside your headers. The drop shadow that you put was really, really nice. I like how you have the lines coming down and stuff like that. It was just a little bit different that made everything, you know, speak for itself. And of course, like I said, the backing was just extremely well done. And I just think that overall, this is a very well constructed piece. I would have just recommended, you know, changing out the logo a little bit more, maybe adding a little bit less of dark blue on the left-hand side and really focusing on matching every single bit of color. But everything else was done really, really nicely, and you got yourself an 8 out of 10, a third place, and you guys can check him out on Twitter at JasonHDesigns. So the second place, we have Niloy B. I'm not too sure how to pronounce your name, man. I'm going to apologize on that one. You did a mascot logo, and I did go into Google and I did look up this logo just for anyone in the comments below that are thinking that it's stolen. I tried to do as much research as I could to basically find this logo so no one could come out in the comments and try to roast you. This is all constructed himself, and I have proof. I've done research and stuff like that, but to go quickly into this, for the score you got a 9 out of 10, and I thought that this was really, really well done. It was very simplistic in the sense that it wasn't a lot going on. It wasn't just crazy stuff happening. That it was very clean, it was very simplistic. It speaks for itself. You can look at it and know it's a skull with the gas mask on. And I just thought that it was really, really well done. The lighting was really, really good. The effects that you did with the splitting apart of things, making the depth of field with the logo, everything was really, really clean. Some things that I would have just recommended a little bit more was trying to focus on not having the same lights on the right and left hand side of the shoulders, maybe changing that out a little bit like you did with the piece on the front of the gas mask. But nonetheless, everything else was really, really clean, and the presentation that's on the screen right now, I had to do that. I had to just take the logo and enlarge it, so it was not presented to me like that, but this is just the way I had to show it. But it's a really, really sick piece. I like the work that you do, and you guys can check him out on his Twitter, which is down below. I'm not even going to try to pronounce your name, man, because I'm apologize right now for saying it wrong. So you got a 9 out of 10 in a second place. So the first place we have, oh god, here comes another name. We have Joran Vermeersch, and I've known this dude for so long, and he's a really, really great designer. And I'm sorry if I'm pronouncing your name wrong. I know people pronounce it like Jordan and Joran, and I honestly have no idea how to actually say it. But you got a first place and a 10 out of 10 for your score. He did a Twitch package and a social media package, and I'm going to tell you guys right now of what the presentation looked like when it was presented to me. So let's just sit back and enjoy the little presentation. Alright, after seeing that, I'm sure you guys can understand why this is the #1 spot and a 10 out of 10. The presentation was honestly spot on. A little bit more cleanliness with transitions could have helped a lot, but the whole entire piece itself was really, really nicely done. I love how everything is not just totally the same. It's not like the panels aren't just basically the same with text change. Everything has a different aspect to it, which is really, really nice. The overlay, the panels, the social media designs, the Twitch package, everything was done perfectly, and honestly, you couldn't have branded it in a better way. The whole entire thing of adding the guy, taking him out, adding these cool shapes around, it was just a really, really good idea, and I honestly think that it was probably one of the best Twitch packages and social media packages that I've seen you do in a long, long time. So let me know your thoughts about this whole entire thing in the comments below, especially for Joran, if you guys like it or not. And just honestly, if you think that I should have put this in a different placement, you guys can totally let me know in the comment section below. But with that being said, congratulations on everyone that has submitted their work and got into the top 5. And if you guys do want to submit your work, of course, there's going to be a link in the description below to the Google's form link. It's very easy to do, just a few little steps, and you guys can submit your work for next week. And if you guys have any questions, comments, or concerns, let me know in the comment section below. You can email me. You guys can contact me through my website, Twitter. There's countless ways you guys can message me. And I just love to talk to you guys and see what you guys had to say. But with that being said, thank you all for watching the video, and I hope to see you guys in tomorrow's video. Peace out.